If you're a business owner or you're providing your products and services to your clients, then one of the biggest thing you are thinking about is getting a testimonial from a client to whom you have served, isn't it? Now, in this video, we are going to cover two different aspects, giving a testimonial and getting a testimonial. Okay, why? Because giving and receiving a testimonial builds relationship. It builds and fosters trust, because it is not just about with the client with whom you're interacting, but your older clients and all your upcoming potential new clients, isn't it? So testimonial is something that a lot of people I see do not take seriously. Okay, and most importantly, they don't know how to either provide a testimonial to somebody else or to receive it in a proper manner. And a lot of people actually hesitate to ask from their clients to get a testimonial from them. So first, let's understand how to give a testimonial to someone from whom you have received a product or a service. Why this is important, why we are discussing this before you receive a testimonial, because you just have to turn around the table. So in one scenario, you are a client, and the other scenario, you are a business owner. So when you know what is going on in your mind as a client while giving the testimonial, so you can relate what is going on in your client's mind when they need to give testimonial to you. So first, let's understand the aspect of you giving testimonial to the people from whom you have taken any kind of product or service. Okay, so the first and foremost important thing is be genuine and honest. Now, when I say be genuine and honest, here you need to keep in mind that if you're providing a testimonial, number one, you are not just helping the person, the business owner out there, but you are helping the other people who would be taking certain service or products from them. Now, being honest and genuine, a lot of people think I am going to include all the negatives, all the positives and everything, or I should just, write down anything that's worked for me and anything that does not work for me. Well, that is not a very professional way of giving a testimonial. That is number one. Because testimonial is something where, yes, you provide a genuine feedback, however, understand how others will perceive it. Like, let's say, for example, you are saying very good things about maybe you took service from somebody in a coaching industry. It's a service industry, right? Or you bought a laptop from somewhere or serviced a repaired or laptop somewhere, which is related to a product industry. So whatever it is, whatever service or product you have taken, think from this aspect. You have got a solution from that person for which you are happy. Now, maybe there is 5 or 10% of the stuffs which did not make you happy, and this is something which just pokes you. Okay, so where you think, okay, I should mention it in the testimonial. Yes, you can. Now, here is an important thing for you to also understand. Okay, if I put this negative thing or maybe place for them to improve this aspect, if I put it in the testimonial, how are other people going to perceive it? This is important if you are a sensible person. The reason I'm saying this is, see, if you write so many positive points, there is no judgment about it, right? About how others are going to perceive it. It is straight cut. But when you put out something negative or something that can be better by the company or thing, maybe you can share it, but reduce the tonality and do not put it in a very angry tone or a very negative tone or something. You can mention it maybe as a scope of improvement. This is important because understand, you might just say one sentence, maybe something like, you know what, I got the service in 5 or 6 days. And I expected this service to be completed in 2 or 3 days. It did not happen. And maybe there are some back-end reasons for that, which you know. But when you just simply put it out, it took 5 or 6 days and I expected it to be 2 or 3 days. The people reading the testimonial does not have a context to it. Although you're happy with the service, but they don't know the full story. So they might add a different meaning, a different perception to this statement. So that's why when you are giving a testimonial to somebody, try to be a little bit sensible and professional and mature enough to put what is exactly needed in that testimonial. That is one. Because remember, what you give comes back to you as well. All right. So the next aspect is, after keeping it authentic, genuine, and of course give a human touch to it, because don't put a thought in ChatGPT, copy it and then put it as a testimonial. Please don't do that, because when people read, they know from where it is coming. So when you put human touch to it, it's very important to express maybe how you felt after receiving the service or the product. That little twist, that little addition makes a huge difference. And the next aspect is, you can also put the before and after. Like, before this, I had this issue when I did not have this product or service. And after I had, got this service from this person, or I had this product, my life became easy, or this is how it helped. So if you can give a reference with respect to the before and after, how you felt, and also giving this human touch angle, this is going to be very beneficial. You can keep it crisp, precise, but when you add these elements, it is not just going to help that person or people out there, but it is going to help in the long term as well with you and that company or the service provider, whatever it is, in a trust building factor and a long-term relationship, because who knows when you need whom in life, right? That is one aspect. Now coming to the other part, where you as a business owner, you want a testimonial from a client whom you know are happy with the service at least. So in this case, what you need to do, the first and foremost thing, if you see that the clients are not giving testimonials upfront by themselves, number one, you need to ask. Yes, you need to ask. You can ask them politely, or what you can do, you can just simply ask them, instead of asking, hey, please, can you give a testimonial? Or how was this thing? Can you give a feedback? Or this and that. And here's the important thing to know. Many people don't know how to give a testimonial. They don't know how to frame a feedback properly, to put it in words and give it to you. So what you can do, instead of asking them a direct question, you can actually break it down and make it easier for them to answer. Like something like, what was the best thing you liked about this product or my service? How did it make you feel? What was your life or experience before you had this product or service, and how did it change after you have it? Okay, and what would you say to people who does not have this product or service yet, and what would you tell them, okay, to get it? So when you break this down, it becomes easier for them to think and frame and answer. That is one. Now, another important thing is asking at the right time. So for example, maybe it's just the first interaction, first call or first thing, and you know there are upcoming calls, products, services, customer service, this, that, etc. are needed. And you are too eager and anxious of getting the feedback right then and there in the first meet, first call. Don't do that, because timing also matters, and you need to know in what kind of mood and temperament the person is. So it's always good to test the waters before you jump into it. Okay, that is one. And another important thing, a lot of people ask me, okay, they don't want to share a video, they don't want to do this, do that. Well, honestly, in today's time, there are so many ways you can actually receive a testimonial and give a testimonial, in fact. One way, simply send out a message. Ask these questions over a series of messages and you actually get it in writing. So that form becomes like a text thing. Another aspect is ask them if they would like to answer these questions or send themselves by themselves a video if they are okay, because a lot of people don't want to show their face, which is fine. Another aspect is you can just simply ask them to send an audio note and you can transcribe it into a text format. And whichever way it is, if you want to put it on the website, if you want to put it somewhere else, you can always turn the video into text, turn the audio into text. You can do these things if you want. And the most important thing is you need to ask the person, hey, if I put this somewhere on social media or this and that, can I use your name? If the person says yes, well and good. If the person says no, then ask them, okay, I will not take your name, but can I say someone from this industry or someone who is this or that? Because who will know if you are writing this person who is a teacher, this person who is a, technician, or this and that. So ask that to make it clear, and you also will not land in any form of trouble. So there are different ways to do it. Keep it simple, keep it very straightforward, keep it authentic, and don't push them too much. Maybe you have asked them once, give it a gap, and maybe you call them up again or follow up with them, how is everything happening and this and that, and then you ask for a testimonial or things like that. Sometimes I also see people reaching out to people and with automated messages. Please don't do that. If the person is a female, the by default thing people use are sir and Mr. Or if it's a woman, by default thing you just send out messages or emails, Mrs. Don't do that, because that actually just ruptures the relationship, and forget testimonial, you might not even get a response. So stop copy pasting stuffs, and just like I mentioned, add a human touch and be authentic as to what you are giving and what you're receiving, because ultimately, remember, you will receive what you get. Okay, if you are a person who thinks I will only take testimonials, I am not going to give any testimonials, because if people see my name over here and there, they might think, oh, this person has taken service from here and there. That kind of mindset is something which is limiting yourself and nothing else. So remember this, if you are not willing to give, how will you receive, right? Because it's ultimately energy everywhere, and that's how universe works. So this is one of the simplest methods or process through which you can give and receive testimonials. Let me know if you have any questions, and if you have still not read my book, which is 7 Steps from Shame to Being Back in the Game, it is there on Amazon. Go and grab it. In fact, you should gift this book to the people whom you love, typically who are in a limited mindset and they are going through a phase of guilt, shame, and they feel that they can't make decisions in life, they regret their decisions, etc. And how to come about it. There's not a motivational book, there are exercises in it, and they can actually implement it very well. Okay, so see you soon in the next video. Namaskaram.